Hey SK fans, Leonix here. I'm joined by Innox, the mid laner for Enemy Esports. Okay, so that was kind of an emotional coaster, just going up and down. Even though that you guys gonna replace Coast in the LCS. So,
I see what you did.
yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, take me through the entire shenanigans of this best of five because first game it looked very close. Second game it was steamroll the other way. Just run me through this.
So game one, we knew we would surprise them with the Katarina pick and just kind of like farm it out, get to 15 minutes. We had like a one sloppy fight, but that's because we didn't like communicate. And we're like, okay, guys, just communicate. We sorted out the rest of our engages, and it's just like, okay, well, these fights are kind of over. We just ace them every fight. Like I could be grabbing pentakills if I got the last hit on everyone. And that was about that for the first game. Second game, we messed up our draft really hard. We didn't want to pick the Nidalee that early because we wanted our mid lane as a counter pick. But as like we're nervous, the time's ticking down, and our picks, we're like debating: do we pick Nidalee? Do we not pick Nidalee? Do we leave it up? Whatever. We ended up going with it, and then later in Champions Select, we're like, we should not have picked Nidalee. We don't want to run Nidalee mid here, and we don't want to run a jungle. Like, why did we do this? And then the game just really showed that. Like, I couldn't do anything, and we didn't want to run a jungle because Nidalee jungle would be the same. And then game three, I knew that like if they go for the same thing again, we take Sivir Annie and then get like a Kassadin, they're gonna fall apart. Like Kassadin, people don't play him that much right now, and he hasn't been buffed. He still has the 20-second cooldown on his ult.
He just recently got buffed too, right?
Yeah, like small buffs. Well, actually pretty good. But like he's a monster. I don't know why people stop playing him. I probably shouldn't even say this. I should probably be like, Kassadin sucks. I just got lucky or something. But no, Kassadin's really strong and very underrated. And then we were just like, okay, get it to late game, Kassadin will one-shot people, 1v5. Like, it doesn't matter. But then Flares ended up like destroying people, so just got the free win off of that. And then game 4 was kind of the same story, although things went kind of awkward. Where their Shyvana got incredibly strong. Like the TPs some games would go off, some games it wouldn't. Like it was really hard to say how good it was. But then we just kind of waited for our scaling. We're like, okay, well, Shyvana's like destroying everybody, but she's 6'7". She's not gonna get any scarier. Like, he ended up selling his boots. I think someone was saying that to get Trinity.
Yeah, I saw the 5-item build. I was like, where did this go?
Yeah. So then we just kind of sat there scaling. We're like, okay. We had this in scrims before where it's like, if I get 6-item Kassadin, it's impossible to lose. I will win every fight. And then I was just slowly getting closer and closer to that, and then the Flares was getting really strong. Otter was strong. Otter got to the point where he just killed Shyvana in the last fight, and then we just won the game.
All right. Well, a lot of things in the community right now is contextual stories, and yours is a very different one from a lot of other players. You come from EG as a top laner, actually. So becoming a mid laner, joining Enemy. Please tell me your backstory with Enemy and you moving to mid lane as a mid lane carry. Like, how's that been for you ever since the NA LCS?
A lot easier than I thought it would be. Like, Enemy helped me out a lot with it. Like, the organization and the players. Trashy, he was really good at the first few weeks of just, like, helping me being like, well, I see mid laners do this. Maybe you should try this. And I'd be like, oh, I'll try that. And then I kind of found, like, my own way of doing things. And then my team was like, we like having those like little counter picks, the cheesy picks that are different. And like, if you want to have your own style, go for it. We'll support you. Like, you want to pick Kassadin and Katarina when it's not really like that meta. I mean, Katarina kinda, but like people don't play her that much. And same with Kassadin. I've been like the only person bringing him out. My team's like, go for it. We want that. We like that. So then it really fit in well, and like, I just started getting better and better, and like we'd start scrimming teams, and then now I can trade like solo kills with a lot of the LCS mid laners and even come out ahead. And like, it's been a pretty good road.
So you're a versatile player in the mid lane. Now coming into the LCS, where are you at the end of the pack? I know that a lot of the community is always going to be like that for Team A, for Gravity. At the same thing with Coast. They're like, oh yeah, these guys are at the bottom, but like now, judging by the strength, gauging the strength for Enemy, where would you see that you kind of like place?
Right now, based off of scrim results and just like how things have went, maybe around 5th. Yeah, around 5th, maybe 4th. Like, fourth, fifth, sixth, maybe. Because stage nerves kind of got to us today. Like, I won't be honest. Or, I mean, I will be honest. We were confident going in, but then, as I said earlier, that with everyone being like, oh, enemy's going to 3-0 all this, like, completely one-sided enemies in the LCS, we got really, like, it kind of got to us. So if we, like, say stage nerves aren't there, then probably fourth, fifth, sixth, around there.
Well, okay, so Otter is a longtime member of Enemy and all these other teams that are trying to get in the LCS. How does it feel? Well, for you, it's a return. So you're dishing out the esports dollars. You're getting those league honeys. So right now, that's exactly what we're doing. But yeah, how's the return feel? Like, do you feel accomplished? Like, that was a long season coming back on the NA LCS qualifiers, right?
It all felt like it went by really fast, to be honest. Like, that we're in LCS right now, it's like, I don't believe it. Like, in the game, I even forgot in the games, like, because there was so much pressure and, like, we were all so anxious. In that last game when we were getting in and winning the last team fight, I completely, like, up until that point, I completely forgot that game, if we win, we're in the LCS. Like, it didn't click with me at all. And then we won the team fight, and I was like, we're in, and then started yelling, and everyone's, like, so hyped, and we're screaming, everyone's jumping around, and then we go to end the game. Yeah, it feels like it hasn't been that long. Like, everything went by so fast. And it's, yeah, unbelievable.
Can you compare, I know this is a little bit back in the past, we're rolling back, but can you compare the organizations and even the players to EG or now Winter Fox? Is this a better environment for you? Is this a better atmosphere? I'm assuming it is, since you're on the team now. Like, you're back in the LCS, right? Are you here to, take revenge on Winter Fox or something?
I don't really have anything against Winter Fox. Like, I'm friends with them. I don't really talk with the new roster or don't talk with the old members that much, but I think the environment is really, really fitting. Like, everyone gets along really well. Like, on EG, everyone got along really well. We knew how to sort out problems, but I don't know. There was just, like, some downfalls that happened, and I don't really have time to go into it, but maybe some other time. But yeah, Enemy is definitely, like, an amazing environment, and how everyone's supportive of each other. Like, you want to do that crazy thing, go for it. And I had that on EG too, but, like, I was in the top lane, and now I'm in the mid lane, and I think it works a bit better in the mid lane. Maybe not anymore, actually, because top lane meta seems really crazy watching it. Like, TP Smite, and then there's, like, the Fiora picks or whatever, like, people brought out, and there's a lot of crazy things. But, yeah.
All right, so now you talked about your team being a little bit having the land jitters. Do you think you guys are going to adapt accordingly when it comes to LCS and take on, well, for you personally, take on some really star mid laners out there, right?
I think we'll be pretty good with it. I think today it was only so, like, rough because we've already made what we wanted. Our main goal was just to get into the relegation/promotion, and we didn't even, like, of course we wanted the auto promotion, but it wasn't, like, our goal. And then now that we got it, like, most of the stress came from, well, we didn't want this, but now everyone's saying we're going to get it. And, well, I mean, we want it. We didn't aim for it, but now everyone's saying we're going to get it. Like, that's a lot of pressure. And then I don't think that it'll be the same with LCS. And even if it is, I think now that we've dealt with this now, it'll be pretty good. I'm starting to get kind of redundant, actually.
All right. Any shout-outs, plugins, Innox?
Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to our coach Bradley for helping a lot and being here. Shout out to all of Enemy and the organization for supporting us. We got to see tons of people. I got to meet everyone that, like, we would talk to and, like, be like, oh, we should hang out sometime. And yeah, shout out to Rob.
All right. Never settle for anything less than what you want, right? Okay. All right. If you want more coverage just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, guys, until next time.